All right, we've got a couple of other knives from the Beard of Doom. Please go check out his channel. There will be a link down in the description. So these are from NOC Knives, NOC. These are the NOC Knives Zero, MT-15 and MT-16. I don't remember exactly which one is which. It has it on the blades. This is the 15 and this is the 16. They're interesting. I didn't do all the measurements. We're going to take a couple of measurements here. I got my tape measure out here. It's more of a discussion. These are probably not going to be your primary knife. See, when I flipped that, I didn't even get it to fully lock. These are going to be your secondary or fifth pocket, coin pocket, whatever you want to call it, carry in general, I think. That's how Beard of Doom carries it. He uses these in his fifth pocket. To me, I think they're cool and they're interesting because of their design and the engineering behind them. But they're really not for me. They're a little bit too goofy-ish for me. But these are no joke. These are legit knives. Timascus inlay on this one. This particular one, these are both discontinued. But I found one on a couple of different websites. They were discontinued. This particular one was like $500, $485, something like that. The MT-16 was 300-ish, 380, 350. I saw this one on a couple of different sites. But discontinued, out of stock, whatever you want to call it. This one has M390 blade. This one has S125, which is great steel. They're interesting. The way they function. So they're both frame locks. Nothing special there. This one, you can't really thumb it open or reverse flick it. It's really just a flipper. Okay. And this one actually works fairly well, has a harpoon, and is interesting. Okay. And has a really smooth action on bearings. This one is really only a front flipper. You can maybe thumb it. It's awkward to hold because you have to hold back so far here to get your thumb in position. But you can thumb it. You can't really flip it. Even though there is a flipper tab-ish here, you have to really get your finger out of the way quick because the front flipper tab is coming back. And it's real. I can't. Maybe Beard of Doom does. I'm sure he will comment down below and tell me that I just don't know how to use it. Just fine. But front flipping it actually works fairly well. You can choke up. And this one, they both feel decent in the hand, but certainly not my type of a thing. So overall, you're talking about 6 inches there. And about the same here. Let's take a quick look. 6.5. So they're pretty thick and chunky. They do take up a lot of, grip in your hand and they feel good. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think about these things? I see these as a little bit more of a novelty knife, and I'm okay with that. I'm not one to say that a novelty knife that, although it's expensive at $400 or $500, is silly, because I have, again, this is not really, these are not novelty knives. This is the Phil Harvey War Crime at about 7/8 of an inch thick blade stock and a ginormous handle, right? So just since we're taking some measurements here, this one's at like 11.5 inches almost. So I get the unique knives and having something just to have it, and I have no problem with that. I want to know what your guys' thoughts are on, You know, I know a lot of people really like this war crime. I know a lot of people really, this one's a polarizing one, The Peacemaker, also from Phil Harvey at just over £2. This one does get a lot of comments when I post it. But I think it's very similar in the same ballpark to me as these NOC knives. Built really well. A lot of engineering and craftsmanship into all three of these. $300, $500 and about $1,500, $1,800. Different price range, but he got more material, more mass. And I think we all take the knife collecting and knife hobby a little too seriously sometimes. And we just have to have fun with it. And if that means you've got a big, shovel looking knife, great. You got a small fifth pocket knife that's kind of oddly engineered and isn't super ergonomic. That's cool. I don't have a problem with it. And I wish more people did not have a problem with it. This one, I will tell you, you need to be very careful with. I have almost chopped the tip of my pinky off with that one. I did put a big gouge and I was shocked. I probably could have used a stitch or two, but yeah, I'm a tough guy. I didn't deal with that. So just a quick kind of discussion about NOC knives and these little coin pocket knives. I don't know. What do you guys think? This one's an M39. We talked about the blade steel. Absolutely, you could use these. They're fairly sharp. They're good steel, so you could resharpen them. You have a flat grind here and a hollow grind here. This is the one I like better out of the two, for sure. This one just is a little more sleek and works a little bit better in the pocket with the pocket clip. This pocket clip is very short and very springy. This one has a little more length and has a little more give to it. So it just works a little better in my pockets. I think it's cool. It's not something I'm going to run out and buy, either of these, but I'm kind of not in a buying mode right now anyway. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on smaller knives in general. To give you a little size comparison, here it is next to let's get these lined up here, Spyderco Delica and the Sharpie. And I don't even really have any other normal knives here. I've got a bunch of customs. The VC Edge Interface and the production Hellraiser, which is the same size as the custom Hellraisers. So, I don't know. Beard of Doom, thank you very much. Please, Beard of Doom, comment more down on the bottom if I've missed anything. And anybody else that has these or has any other NOC knives, because there's a bunch of different models, please chime in. I would love to hear your thoughts and impressions. Can you reverse flick it? You can with some wrist. I don't know that you could really... you can, but it's very awkward on your fingernail and the way you have to hold it. But there are some options in opening these. There you go. Thanks a lot, guys. Please go check out Beard of Doom's channel right over there.